See, this is what we're hoping for. This is part of our hope. Not only that we are members of the elect, we're fruits meet for repentance, like John the Baptist said, but from our low estate, because we've been brought low, even though we have this knowledge, we have this truth. Remember what is said in Revelation. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Why are we rich? Because we're rich in faith. We have this knowledge. So our hope is at our last end, we're going to be increased. Okay? And if you ask me, the greatest riches right now is to be delivered by Yahweh Shai, is to get that new body that the Apostle Paul spoke about in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, to get that, get that new body where we'll never be sick, we'll be immortals, like it said in 1 Corinthians 15, to be delivered from the coming destruction, and to be a part of Yahweh Shai's cabinet in the next kingdom. Okay? Those are the real riches right now. That's what we want to get. Because if you get that, you got everything. I mean, you got everything. Okay? So our sights are set a lot higher than this present world. All right? As it is written, the fashion of this world shall pass away. We are individuals of vision. And the scripture said where an individual lacks vision, he perishes. Okay? So we can see the future. All right? And we hope that we're going to be part of it, beginning with the elect.
Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. Peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful leg out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and what I want to get into today, just having righteous subtility. Okay, righteous subtility. All right, because we have to understand, we've been given this wisdom and understanding in the wicked society. All right, and the one thing about this wisdom, it gives us everything that we need to maneuver, okay, within this society. All right. Remember, as we say, wisdom is 90% preventive. When you really go into true wisdom, it's 90% preventive. Okay. Small part of wisdom is reactionary, on the fly. Okay. But wisdom gives us the foresight, okay, to see before. You see, and because when you go into the Bible, we have a book of wisdom. This is thousands of years of wisdom and experience. See, it's one thing to have wisdom, but this Bible is coupled with the experience to go with it. So we have the wisdom, all right, of the ancient coupled with their experience, all right, to maneuver in these times. Now, I want to start off, this is just a regular Bible, and it's the prologue of Proverbs. Okay, so I want to go to the prologue of Proverbs. It says the key word in proverb is wisdom, the ability to live life skillfully. All right, a godly life. All right, a godly life in an ungodly world. Okay, the ability to live life skillfully. Okay, this wisdom is developing us to have a skill set. We're gonna go into these things because as we speak about being judges and leaders, well, judges have a particular skill set when it comes to discernment. All right, or even subtlety. Okay, that's why a judge will be able to ask you a question and kind of make you tell on yourself. Why? Because they have a high level of what? Subtlety. That's a part of it. Okay, discernment. You see, you're gonna get into these things, man. So as we're being groomed to be judges of the earth, we should be developing these skills. If a brother can get matter of fact, I'll look it up real quick, Google. I want to get that word kin. Uh so you get the word kin, okay? It says highly developed, okay? Because you have someone, he has a kin, you know, IQ for basketball. It means he's highly developed in their sport. He has a keen eye for talent. It means he can, he has a developed skill set to search out talent. Okay. And we're becoming keen when it comes to judgment and discernment. Okay. And we have the wisdom that we need to apply in our practical life that gives us this highly developed skill set and wisdom, knowledge, and discernment. Okay, the application of wisdom. Okay, the execution of wisdom in our day to day. Now it says the key word in proverb is wisdom, the ability to live life. And if a brother can put Proverbs verses 1 through 4, Proverbs chapter 1 verses 1 through 4. It said the ability to live life skillfully, a godly life in an ungodly world, however, is no simple assignment. Proverbs provides the Most High's detailed instructions for his people to deal successfully with the practical affairs of everyday life, how to relate to the Most High, parents, children, neighbors, and government. Solomon, the principal author, uses a combination of poetry, parables, pithy questions, short stories, and wise maxims to give it strikingly to give in strikingly memorable form the common sense and divine perspective necessary to handle life's issues. Okay, you see that? So let's go here. Them brothers lighten it up, and we're gonna get all this. All right. So I want to start here with Proverbs. Okay, 1 and 4. Okay, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1. All right, verse 4. It says to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Okay, this wisdom should create subtlety within us, man. Okay, and you go into the word subtle, which the brother got the definition for subtle. Okay, all right, subtle. It said cunning. All right, wily or crafty, skillful, clever, ingenious. Okay, which the scripture describe who Esau was being there. But what does it say in Matthew 10 and 16? Because he does it in wickedness. Like you look at some of the wicked plans and things that this man got. This nigga's a wicked genius. You see? But on the right hand side, we're supposed to be all right, subtle in righteousness, man. Okay, understanding how to apply this practical wisdom. Okay, in the ungodly society, man. Okay, so this wisdom, gives us subtlety to maneuver. Okay, to keep us off the radar, to be steps ahead of everyone, man. Okay, This is what this wisdom does, man. Now let me get this from the brother. This is Rock. All right, it's the brother GMS Truth to Death. Brother Tazamak, shot one, bro. It's Sirach 1:19 said, wisdom remaineth. All right, wisdom reigneth down skill. Let's just get that definition for skill. Brother can get that Bible shot. Wisdom reigneth down skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalted them to honor that hold her fast. Wisdom reigneth down skill. Okay? As we constantly, build with this wisdom, we're engulfed with this wisdom, there's a practical usage that we have to apply. We don't just have it stored up, okay, and then we just teach it on camera. Like, nah, we have to constantly apply these things to every situation within our life, man. We're not just here to speak on wisdom on camera and then when we out in the world be niggas, man, or the nigga woman, when we out in the world. We just when the camera come off, the wisdom come off with the garment, man, and we back applying nigga principles in life, man. All right. So this the brother, Bayan Yashala, okay, it says skill. It says equals the ability to do something well, okay, and we should be getting more and more highly developed in applying wisdom in real life circumstances, man. Okay. All right. It's the brother GMS prayer always hope for elect. Okay. That's another definition of skill, which is proficiency. All right. Facility or dexterity that is acquired or developed through training or experience. So we've had this word, you know, we had this word for years, however long, each brother been here, to the point to where we should be developing skills in wisdom and really maneuvering and letting wisdom benefit our situations, man. Okay. Then you go into similar words. Okay. It says expertise, mystery, prowess. Hey, you see that? Oh, it's mastery. So like with a mastery. Okay. And the scripture say what, that we're striving for what? A mastery. Okay. And it said prowess, man. Okay. We should be highly developed. We should be developing high level skills of wisdom and knowing when and how to apply. Okay. So I want to go here. Okay. Ooh, this is a heavy one. All right. This skill definition number 2. It says the ability to use one's knowledge effectively and readily in execution or performance. Okay. The ability to use one's knowledge effectively and readily in the execution or performance. Okay. And one thing about it, when you apply these things real time, they work. Like the way Esau used enchantments on the left hand side, we know how to use subtility on the right hand side, and it's effective. Like, if a brother can put that in Proverbs about wrath, uh, a soft answer, I think that's Proverbs. All right, a soft answer. Yeah, Proverbs 15:1. And let's get pretty much all these precepts, and we're gonna go through them. Then I got a count I want to get. All right, this proverb a brother can get Proverbs 16:32, Proverbs 25:28, Sirach 8:25, and Sirach 28:12. Now, when you go here, and this is the brother, all right, GMS uh electos, all right, Lord willing, okay. This Proverbs 15:16 says a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous word stir up strife. Okay. And one thing about it, I've been in situations since I've been in the truth where, somebody will come with their rah-rah energy, you know, and they will be, ready to go there. That all it would take is the right response, and they ready to go there. But I would respond, because see, when it says a soft answer, it's speaking about your tone. Because one thing about it, communication is mostly body language and tone. It ain't got a lot to do with what you say. It's your body language and tone. When your mother or your father, your mother, they would tell you to clean something or do a chore that you really didn't want to do, what would happen? Your shoulders will drop. That's why you ain't have to say nothing, and your parents would get mad. You ain't said nothing, but them shoulders dropped. That was your answer to their request. Okay? So it's another thing in becoming keen as a judge. You don't listen to what people say as much as you listen to them. You observe their body language and the tone that they're speaking in, man. So when it says a soft answer turned away wrath, it's the tone that you respond in, because Jake has been listening, been around their aunties, which they see their aunties and mamas go from 0 to 100 like that over nothing. Go to Wendy's, they ask for 3 ketchups and they only get 2, so they swerve the car in the parking lot, jump out, leave the door open, okay, step in between the window and somebody else making an order and go crazy. You see? So that's how a lot of men respond. Okay, that's why you see, niggas respond like they respond, because that's all they've been seeing, just unreasonable, reactions to something small, So if you match their energy with them, hey, it's gonna stir up the strife, But a lot of times, soft answer will calm it down, man. And sometimes it'll take 2 or 3 responses, like I said, I did it. Now, be wise and have discernment. It's a time to where, okay, this is too much, just abort. Or, sometimes, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, if it ever, but that's always last resort. You see? But, I just been in that experience before, like when you return, when they in this riled up energy, and then you come, with this with the energy of peace, you have this, this peaceful, calm, you know, demeanor, then it kind of disarms them from that shit, and then it also makes them look crazy, because everyone is looking at them go crazy, and they see you with this collective, peaceful demeanor. So it's kind of like, damn, I am doing it. Make them feel out of place now, because they want to come with this, with the shit, but now they feel out of place because you don't, pretty much disarm them, man. You see, this wisdom, it goes way beyond than just, I don't eat shrimp anymore, I don't get lines anymore, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. This wisdom goes way beyond these levels, man. And there's always continual learning as we get experiences, man. Okay? So let's get some more. All right. Let's see. Did brother get that Ciroc 8 and 25, Bobby Bashar? Because that's the one I wanted to get in next. That's Ciroc 8 and 25. I'm saying we're becoming skillful, with this wisdom. All right. Yep, here you go. All right, so this is the book of Sirach 28 and 12. It says, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. Because someone that's angry, they're like a spark. Someone that's in their anger, So if you blow on it, that you would, if they with the shits and then you come with the shits, then it only has one place to go. It's only gonna go one way. You see? It says, if thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched and both these come out of thy mouth. So I know you brothers can attest. It's always when you, let's say you witnessing an altercation build up, or you within the altercation yourself. It's always one point of the dialogue where either when the next thing you say, either it's gonna take the altercation here or it's gonna diffuse it. And you can feel it. That's like becoming skillful. Like when you fishing, like you don't just put the hook out there and when the fish bite, you just pull it back. Like, nah, you gotta let the fish grab it and sink a little bit, and then it's a time you pull up on it, and then you reel it in. It's a skill set with fishing, and you can, and if you fish long enough, you develop that feeling, knowing when to pull and how to pull, Well, it's the same thing like with applying wisdom, you can feel your opening, to when you can insert a certain type of wisdom and then it diffuse the situation, man. You know what I'm saying? If you brothers, I know, after a while you get to the point where, okay, this the opportunity. Boom, you insert wisdom right there and it diffuse the whole situation, man. You see? So going back into it, it says, this is Sirach 28:12 says, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it be quenched. And both of these come out of the same mouth, man. So the mind, okay, controls what? The mouth. Okay. So as we putting all this wisdom in here, we should know how to rule over our spirit, as the scriptures say, man. You see? Because you got to understand, man, we live amongst our people with no wisdom. See, this is Proverbs 16:32. GMS elect those Lord willing. Proverbs 16:32 says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Okay? And see, we've been taught to always just be tough, brolic, because one thing about it, when you go into it, like especially the hood culture, because when you go to the majority of our people, either they really from the hood or they're imitating hood behavior. Okay? So our people is played with this hood mentality mindset on how to respond and react to situations with this mighty man, tough, I wish a nigga would, mentality. Okay? But a lot of men have got killed in prison for life and got other people killed, all right, based off that mighty I wish a nigga would mentality, man. Because you gotta think in the hood, and that's another thing, like people associate the hood with tough, but really that's not tough in the sense of, endurance. Okay? The hood make you violent. Okay? That's what the hood is violent more so than tough. It's just extremely violent because there's no wisdom. There's a major lack of wisdom. All right. It's a major lack of reasoning that comes from wisdom. Okay. When they moved the fathers from the situation, from the communities, it created a void of reasoning that would come from wisdom. You see? So that's why you see a lot of violence going to what? They see the nigga woman go from 0 to 100 every day. So what do these niggas do when they get in the petty argument? They go from 0 to 100 because there's no reasoning. Okay? Due to the lack of wisdom. You see? So in the hood, all these little petty arguments are so magnified because you always got to prove how tough you are, because you got to, because it's the feeling of everybody looking at this one moment. I can't let nobody find out that I've been played. That survival mode mentality that comes from that hood culture, man. Okay, which has nothing to do with reasoning. You can die of a parking lot at the gas station. Okay, you die because you didn't know you weren't supposed to wear this hat in this community, man. Okay, you can die because your woman, your baby mother is undisciplined. She's looking at another man that doesn't even realize what's going on. So now he dead based off of, no reasoning, just violence, straight to the violence, man. Okay? Because tough is goddamn when you cut 4 acres of grass with a push mower, then you tough. Okay? But squeezing a gun and being unreasonable, that's not tough, man. That's just violent. That's unreasonable violence, man. Okay, just to put that out there. Now, it says Proverbs 16:32 says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city. Because if you can't rule your spirit, okay, you can cause harm to not only you, or you can not only cause a ruin to you, but to everything around you, man. Okay? That quick to anger, like, nah, that ain't the spirit to be in, man. Just that quick 0 to 100, that's not the spirit, to be in, man. And especially like especially if you're not even in that environment anymore, man. Because you got to be a certain way, when you live amongst Jay, you kind of got to, you know, move a certain way to a degree. But even with that, it still can be wisdom applied, man. You know? So let's go here. This is Proverbs 25:28. It says, he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls, which means what? You leave yourself vulnerable and open. You don't have any walls because you can't control your spirit. That means everyone else can pretty much control how you react to situations. Okay? Everyone else is able to invade, all right, your mind and get you to react in a certain way. Because you gotta think, everyone wants that typical reaction from Jake and the nigga woman. They want Jake to keep the narrative of this dumb wild nigga, and they want Eve to carry the narrative of this gruntle, bitter black woman. That's the narrative that they want to keep going. Wisdom detoured us from that, man, and gave us another skill set on how to maneuver. Okay? So let's keep going. Yeah, this is the one I want to get here. Yep. I want to get this in the NLT. So I'm gonna serve. Um, I'm gonna pull up this real quick. Yeah, man, it's a way that you react, and especially like pull it up and read it. All right. So I just want to get into this, man, because we want to be developed. We want to be highly developed in our skills and how we maneuver. Okay, I'm gonna get it in the team. Okay, now this from the brother GMS. All right, Colossians 4:16. It said, "Let your speech be always with grace and seasoned with salt, that ye may be, that you may know how you ought to ought how Salaki, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man." Okay, it says your speech should be seasoned with salt. Okay, there's a particular way, there's a particular conduct that we ought to have, even with those that are not in the truth, man. Okay, they are not in the faith, man. Okay, when you go here in the NLT, Colossians 4:5, it said, "Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming." Hold on, yeah, this is the NLT 4:5. All right, this is Colossians 4:5, and the NLT said, "Live wisely among those who are not believers, and make the most of every opportunity." You see that? You see, there's a way that you can diffuse situation. There's a way that you can win, and other people think they're winning. You see, there's a way where you can win the situation, and you can have the other people think they're winning. Okay, as we develop these skill sets, man, like this is, and this is something I just kind of been infatuated with, just how, you can apply wisdom and really run circles around people, man. And you can get them to do what you want without them even knowing that they doing what you want them to do. Esau does it on the left-hand side. Did the brother get that? Matthew 10-16. Let's get that. Okay? Like there's levels to this wisdom that's way beyond, you know, a turban and a staff, man. Okay? But like I say, fringes on everything, You don't eat pork anymore. Like it's levels that wisdom goes to, and it works to our benefit when we apply, man. And it keeps us from a lot of unnecessary strife, man. you know. Colossians 4:6, it said, let your conversation be gracious and attractive so that you will have the right response for everyone. We should be able to deal with all levels of people, man. From the Rothschilds, all right, to Jake at the gas station asking for change. We should have a skill set of wisdom to be able to maneuver around everyone, man. Okay? This is why we're here. We're being developed. The Lord is developing our skill sets now, man. That's why I said the kingdom starts within us. Okay, the skill sets are being developed now. All right, so let's get this. There's a brother Bayan Yashala, Matthew 10:16 said, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Okay, wise as serpents. The scripture described Esau being what? Subtile. The serpent being what? Subtile than any beast of the field, any heathen. So we should be on the right hand more subtile than anyone, man. Okay, we have the top wisdom, and there's a way to apply it with subtlety in certain situations. You see, now there's a time to be firm, like to bring a balance. Okay, there's a time where you got to be firm with particular things, but even in that, wisdom is there. Okay, what the scripture say, let wisdom meet thee in every thought. For brother can post that. Okay, there's a way to be firm and still apply wisdom. Wisdom is always thinking 4, 5, 6 steps ahead, man. Okay. This thing is really, I say, the elder brother in New Orleans, Elder Yakanan, he made a statement. He like, look, we in situation, we gotta think our way out of it, man. The Lord made it to where we gotta think our way out of certain situations, man. Okay, let's get this. The brother got it. This GMS Electos, Lord willing, Wisdom of Solomon 6:16 said, for she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways. And see, wisdom dwells with those that are worthy. Okay, there's a certain humility. There's a time to be humble, understanding order, understanding rank, understanding situational. Like you got even, in sports, they got different strategies based on the situation. You got your 2-minute warning, you got your no huddle, you got your run the clock down. Okay, you got your intentional foul. Why? Because that's the wisest thing to do within those situations. We have the wisdom to apply. We have the wisdom to apply the wisest strategy in day-to-day situations. You see? And it says, show herself favorable unto them in ways and meted them in every thought. Okay? And meted them in every thought. You see that? In every thought, man, wisdom should be there. All right. As we counsel within ourselves on how to move in certain situations, man. So, we should be in a mindset of being way beyond, just Israelites. They know that they're Israelites, man. Because you can know the breakdown of Revelation 7 and Ecclesiastes, Second Ezra the 11th. You can go through all the Caesars, but you can be lacking in your practical wisdom for your daily life, man. You can go all into the history, okay? You can go all into the world leaders, going back to, Shalmaneser the first, okay? But then you can be lacking in practical wisdom for day-to-day living that the scriptures provide, man. And that'll make us unbalanced, man. You see? So I just wanted to bring, these points out, just going into these things because, we in a time to where wisdom is finna get worse, man. And we have to, that's why I say the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time. And we're developing our skill set and wisdom to maneuver in these times, man, being wise in these times, man. Okay? So Lord will you brothers, you few sisters edified, I just want to bring that out. Any comments, questions, feel free. Leave them on the comment board, we'll get into it. So Lord will you brothers and you few sisters edified till the next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abba, DTA soon, Shalom.